And let me admit that person and let me share the screen. And I'll bring everyone back. There we go. Thanks. So the reason that we did this semifinalists was to sort of give people an idea of the breadth of the companies that we've got that are more than just the finalists. And I think you did a good job of going through in some level of detail about the kind of due diligence we've been doing. So now we're going to switch to going through the companies. So the first one up is Bluana. Florin, you're next. Can you share your screen?
Yes, I will share my screen. And just a second. I will just let it like this because I want to show the product in some point. And the camera is not working otherwise.
So you have 10 minutes, ready when you are.
Okay, so you're seeing my screen, yes?
Yes, looks good.
Okay, hello guys, I'm Florin from Bluana, and let's reimagine fish. I guess everyone likes sushi, and in my family, it's one of our favorites. My kids love it. But one day we saw a documentary together and learned that over the next 10 years, the sushi species will disappear from the ocean as a result of the overfishing. Further, we learned that fish in the ocean is turning toxic because of pollution and global warming. We are worried, but we decided not to give up. So we began looking for fish alternatives. But we were disappointed by the bad taste or the unhealthy ingredients. We wish we also had sushi, but still, the good of the ocean. My kids became sad. What we will do now? We will give up sushi? Then I said no. I use my experience in the food production industry, being the founder of an organic fish processing company, but also a food category builder, and I committed myself to making a fish from plants. I brought together my whole team working on food development projects, having along MasterChef finalists, food scientists, marketers, and here comes the result. A plant-based sashimi, delicious and healthy. This is the way Bluana was born. Our mission is to contribute to a sustainable future for the global food system by creating a plant-based fruit product and thus help to reduce the consumption of ocean fish. We'll do that by taking natural ingredients such as edamame beans, tempeh, dried tomatoes, shiitake mushrooms, miso. We blend them together and using algae extracts, we bind them into a product such as fish meat. And the result has all the benefits of the fish, omega-3, vitamins B and D, and without bonds. The taste, the proteins, and the calories of our product match those of the real fish. This product will go into a 10 billion plant-based market in 2021. The alternative seafood market category, it's now 1% of it, but it's growing fast. Germany alone has seen increased 6-fold in 2 years. We will first test this product with sushi consumers in Romania, Bulgaria, and Poland before entering international retail markets. The Bluana products are not just for the vegans. We are targeting the flexitarians, people who want to reduce their meat consumption, and we will help them to have a tasty and healthy alternative to ocean fish. Gen Z are the first movers, and then, through a ripple effect, we will move to the older market segments. The distribution channels will be both retail and HoReCa, and directly to consumer through our website. The price for one CPG item will be €6 and we'll position ourselves as a premium product. We target to have in 3 years, €3 million in sales and 100K end customers. We have competition already in this field. Our competitors are Vegan Z-Star, Riva Foods, Ocean Huggers, but we will differentiate ourselves by making a tasty, 100% natural plant-based product with no chemical additives. So compare with our competitors, which are opening the category, we are doing a fiesta and not a fast. So we'll come to this with our experience in gourmet food production and category building, the culinary syntax, the clean label, and the social mission, because we want to fight the plastic from the sea. Today, we have the MVP, we have a team of 5 members, we have a production location, we have a letter of intent from a large fish distributor from Germany, and we have run several taste tests, 200 people giving positive feedback, and also rating an 8 from 10 for repeat purchases in our company, the future of the global oceans, and will significantly reduce the carbon footprint. So I'll finish with the quote from Socrates. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Thank you. Florin from Luana.
Cool. Thank you so very much. Tom Thomas, are you available? Can you share your screen?
I am. Thank you, sir. Let me get my screen shared here. And I'm assuming just go ahead and jump right in, John.
Yep, go when you're ready.
Elections occur every day, globally, in the private sector. They are expensive, complex to administer, and are highly contentious. This is amplified by the fact that in many cases, they're required by law, adding to the burden and stress of those involved. I'm Tom Thomas, founder and CEO of Votegrity. We run better elections, cost-efficient, data-driven, and rooted in cryptography. For Maria and Scott, what should be a simple problem of running a 300-person election is far from that. It may require as much as 6,200 pages of paper being printed and folded, 900 envelopes being addressed and perfectly matched to the contents, $900 in no value add postage being applied. Then after days of working, the realization hits for these volunteers, there is no guarantee of quorum being met, meaning the entire election may be pointless as they are blind until the polls close and ballots are counted. Votegrity's SaaS solution is simply better. It's secure, data-driven, and verifiable. We serve property managers and homeowner associations with a faster, reduced cost solution that increases turnout. Communities meet quorum every time, expediting time to outcomes. We've enfranchised over 120,000 voters already across 7 countries, saving more than 2,000 pounds of paper and growing. More importantly, we go beyond voting, providing a unique value proposition for every customer and a moat for our competitors. When working with Votegrity, the process for Maria and Scott starts with 3 questions. How to notify voters, what voting method, results in what format. Our goal is to make it that simple. In the scenario that Maria and Scott don't have a robust email list, we can help them build one as a value add service, again, going beyond voting. We send a notification letter via mail. Emails are collected online. Future email communication is now enabled going forward. Their digital transformation has begun and cost savings are accelerated. Using this method, we saved one community over $15,000 and won a customer reference for life. Online voting with Votegrity increases accessibility for all, especially those that are remote. Time and time again, we get raving reviews from our customers about how simple our voting process is, end to end. Access to real data about their election keeps Maria and Scott informed every step of the way. They're never again guessing where their election stands without removing privacy. This is amplified by our ability to send proactive reminders that have seen as much as a 60% uptick in voting and meeting quorum every time. When required, we can send as much or little paper as needed, keeping costs down and ensuring all voters are enfranchised. Votegrity has proven product market fit with version 2 of our software in production running multiple paid elections and version 3 being refined in preparation for enabling a self-service platform already. We have won customers away from our competitors on multiple occasions, one of which includes taking the largest HOA in Washington away from a competitor who has served them for years. And we have in writing, the customer is never going back based on the service differentiation we bring to the table. In another instance, we tripled voter turnout and closed a restatement of bylaws in record time, and they thought it wasn't going to be possible to do. Our customers truly love us and are bringing us repeat business year over year and sometimes quarter over quarter. Private sector voting is a multi-billion-dollar TAM that includes, but is not limited to, shareholder meetings, private clubs, unions, and homeowner associations, to name a few. We focus on homeowner associations first, as it is ground zero for all types of voting. These same voters vote in all other types of elections. In fact, there are 370,000 HOAs served by 80,000 property managers, which amounts to 40 million voters in the US alone. And it increases on an average of 24 new customers a day as more construction continues. This is a great starting point for a startup to iteratively expand out from. We go to market with a very intentional three-phase approach. Phase 1 is serving homeowners associations using a pay-per-voter B2B model. Phase 2 uses the same software, marketing and sales engines to expand to adjacent markets, including international expansion, solving the same problem at a much larger venture scale. Phase 3, which is not required for profitability or exit, is public sector voting. This is done through enfranchising military overseas voters first and iteratively expanding out from there, as there are already many locations that have laws in place to make this possible. Votegrity is going to market strategy has multiple positive inflection points. Add unions, uptick in revenue. Serve international markets using the same software, and a second uptick occurs. All of this is underpinned by online voting running at 90+% profit margins. This is amplified by our elastic cost of goods and SaaS-based back office. Everything is paid for just in time, maximizing our cash flow. We minimize capital expenses and maximize return as investors. This formula is how we went from zero revenue to profitability in 2021. Votegrity is different by design. While there are competitors out there, we win on both completeness of solution and what really matters most, security plus verification. Not only do we meet our customers where their bylaws are, we focus on transitioning them from paper to electronic voting, saving them time, money, and stress at high profit margins for Votegrity and increased scalability for everyone. Most importantly, we solve the real problem with elections, trust and transparency. Through the use of homomorphic encryption, we encrypt the ballots at the client, in transit, at rest, and most importantly, we don't have to decrypt to count them. We tabulate the encrypted ballots. In short, that means we minimize the attack vectors by operating on encrypted data every step of the way, unlike our competitors who have multiple points of potential data tampering. Votegrity enables voters, administrators, and third-party auditors to be assured every vote was counted as cast. We offer end-to-end verification proven by extensive protocol scrutiny. Not only is our technology and go-to-market strategy different by design, so are our founders. Our founders have proven professional experience, and the fact they've worked together for years makes them the ideal team to meaningfully disrupt this market. I bring over 25 years experience designing, building, and operating voting software, amplified by an executive MBA. Ashley has taken startups from inception through international expansion and multiple rounds of funding. Tim has more than 20 years experience working directly with the private and public sector on their election needs and how to solve them at scale. Votegrity's founders' experience has given us the unique insights and knowledge to prepare for multiple potential patents going forward. Votegrity's also assembled a world-class advisory board to help keep us focused and well-rounded. This team spans government affairs, security, and intellectual property to real estate, marketing, and sales. The majority of our advisors are also investors in Votegrity, giving them skin in the process. Prior to TAC, Votegrity's product was already in market live with proven market fit, as we serve more than 100,000 voters in 7 countries. We went from 0 revenue to profitability in 2021. Year over year, we exceeded 4x revenue for Q1 as growth continued and does still today. And our tranche 1 funding round was oversubscribed, and we already took money in on tranche 2. We really cranked things up when we entered TAC though. Votegrity was an exhibitor at 2 conferences. We enabled 21,236 voters globally, generating an additional $103,000 in revenue during TAC alone. Most importantly, we are building a solid sales pipeline. In the last 2 weeks alone, we are working towards proposals with 4 community managers who have a combined 550 communities. These are folks that are directly saying they are dissatisfied with our competition. And our best quote from last week, I'm salivating from the features your platform has to offer. I have a 700-door community I want to try this with before I take you to our CEO and COO. And yesterday, right after the TAC Mixer, we talked to another community management company in Arizona that manages 40,000 doors across 250 communities. This rocket is on the platform and it's taken off. Going forward, Marie and Scott now run their elections with increased confidence and reduced stress, while everyone values their increased accessibility and trusted results using the Votegrity platform. I'm Tom Thomas, founder and CEO, and I look forward to answering any questions you may have. Thank you so much for your time and interest today.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Tom, can you stop sharing your screen?
Can't. Okay. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can. That looks good.
All right. See if you can see me okay.
Yep. Go when you're ready.
All right. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. That's a bit better. All right. So thanks very much. And hi, everybody. Thanks for making it. Thanks for making it today. So I want to tell you a little bit about IKNOW today. So my name is, first of all, is Tomer Sagi. I'm the CEO and founder of IKNOW. And I want to do a bit of a background because of what IKNOW is and what we do, because some of you haven't seen this some of the stuff that we've been presenting. So very briefly, what we're doing is we're trying to get peace of mind to the loved ones that are being cared for properly. We're trying to tackle the problem of abuse and aggression against the helpless and powerless. That sort of is relevant in nursing homes, childcare, and even at home. One of the other things that sort of makes this a big problem, a bit of a difficult one, because there are a lot of monitoring tools out there, and the trends actually push monitoring tools such as cameras to the different areas. It's still very difficult and almost impossible to monitor all of these things all the time. And this is where we come in. We basically are building software algorithms to automatically detect aggression and abuse between caregivers and the helpless or the powerless. You can see here that there's a dot running, and it's like the red area indicates that there's an aggressive behavior that's taking place. Here's another demo, but I'll stop this. Stop this briefly because it's quite harsh to watch. But this is what we do. The end product is a dashboard that users get in real time. They can see real-time incidents. And the overall structure and the architecture of it is quite simple. We have a system that connects to almost any standard security camera. We feed the information, run AI on it, and then we use a quality team to make sure that the customers get 0 false positives at the end of the day, which makes this a very robust system. So I want to talk a little bit, jump into the traction side of it, what we've achieved in the last month since we started this program or during the program. So in the last month, we've achieved a couple of nice things, quite a few things. First of all, we've been nominated to one of the Israeli VC. It's called Good Company, nominated as one of the top 20 startups. It is a competition and partnership with Sompo Digital in Japan, is the largest insurance company overlooking the elderly care space. Opportunity to win up to 500K investment. We also have been a finalist at Israel's largest age tech startup competition in Israel, which also opens up an opportunity for up to 500K investment in Israel. We've been selected to partner with a leading Israeli engineering college to build additional BI capabilities for the system. And the big thing for us is that we were actually on the verge of starting 2 paid pilots with 2 large organizations in Israel. One is the Ministry of Health in Israel. The other one is Akim, which is Israel's largest mental development disabilities disorder organization. I want to dive a bit deeper into the market size, just to get a bit more numbers into the game. And I want to start with the market, one of the markets that we're targeting, which is the senior care at home. I'm going to look at 3 different markets, main markets that we're looking at, which is Israel, the UK, and the US. Overall, there is about 6 million homes in these 3 markets. And our pricing model is based on approximately $15 per home per month. It's a SaaS subscription. This gives us a market size of approximately, a total market size of approximately $1 billion. On top of that, we also have the care organizations, the care institutions. The care institutions in Israel, the US, and UK, it leads up to about 400,000 facilities in these markets. In the facility space, our business model is a bit different. We sell it on a per camera per month basis. It still says, ranging from $15 to $30. This gives us approximately a $2 billion market, total market size. Now, naturally, we're not going to reach this total market, obviously. So, but if we combine these 2 together, we get a $3 billion total market size for these 3 markets alone, not including other areas and other regions. Our goal is to reach 3.5% of that market within 5 years, and that alone is about $100 million, and that translates to almost a unicorn type company. Moving a little bit into the technology and algorithm side, we do algorithms at the end of the day. To run proper algorithms, we need a lot of data. One of our strengths is ability to collect data. So far, we've been able to collect data in the daycare space and the nursing homes. We have active partnerships in Israel to acquire that data. Our 2 paid pilots that are coming up will allow us to acquire additional data in the autism and mental development disorder space. We also started some negotiations with mental health institutions here in Israel, but that's still early days. So we have a breadth of an ability to collect more and more data. As far as algorithms go, we've developed our own algorithm, which at the moment is around 85% accuracy in broad terms. But we also have a partnership with the Sevilla University in Spain to exclusively license one of their models, which reaches 98% accuracy and even more. We've done this together with our advisory board member, Juan Alvarez. And he couldn't join us today, so he recorded a message I'll share with you for a moment.
From the University of Seville.
Can you hear it?
We are researching on the area of
oh, that's muted, John, sorry.
In videos, and we are collaborating
can you hear it?
I know.
We hear you, we hear him, Tomo.
Silence model that is the state of the art to I know exclusively for their current markets, and we are finalizing the commercial terms with the Technology Transfers Office from our university.
Yeah, so we have a really good relationship with them, and we have these 2 options we're going to benchmark moving forward. As far as customers go, our customer pipeline, I already mentioned these 2 organizations that we're about to start working with them. The contract size of both of them combined would reach approximately 550K ARR. Following then from that point, we're in discussions to do demos with 3 other large organizations in these similar spaces. And we also have a partnership with one of Israel's largest telco to push this solution to the home market. So I'll elaborate a little bit on that right now. It's another video, but I'll spare you some of the details because it's mostly in Hebrew. But essentially, it's been broadcasted oops, sorry, I'll just pause this. It was broadcasted on one of Israel's largest news channels, Channel 13. Basically, the VP marketing of partner basically shared that we're doing this partnership and they're looking to push out the service in the next 6 or so months. And finally, the team. Our team is quite solid. We have 2 co-founders, myself and Elia, 2 people in the Philippines, the video analysts. They're basically monitoring secure and blurred videos and making sure the customers get 0 false positives. And obviously, Juan Alvarez, who's our head of research from Spain. We're also in the process of adding additional people at the moment as either co-founders or first employees. Nimrod, who's basically provided the entire pipeline in Israel, is doing a great job. additional engineers, and also a lawyer in the criminal space to help us tackle some of the criminal-related aspects of our system, making sure it's tight in that respect. We're also collaborating with two of the tech leads that have developed the algorithms for us and through the Sevilla University. So they will help us with this process. So overall, this is a perfect time to join, because what we see right now is we have all of the four sort of dimensions that I can see that are pushing and helping us get to that point. So we can see real need in the market. So customers are really wanting to use our solution. The technology is ready. The team is growing, and we also have additional funding opportunities. Thank you very much, and I hope you can help us get on this journey and make this successful.
Thanks so very, very much. I really appreciate it. Irena and Julia. Cool.
Yeah, Julia's around here as well, but I'll be the one pitching. Should I share my screen?
Okay. And Andy, are you able to? Are you here and ready?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, good.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. It looks good.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me correctly and everything?
Yes, you're ready to go.
Amazing. So I'm here to ask you a question. So when you're planning for your travels, have you ever thought on how you're going to get connected abroad? So right now you have two options in order to stay connected. First, buy a local SIM card, or second, pay extremely expensive roaming costs. Both these options are seen to be inconvenient, as 85% of travelers struggle to change SIM cards upon arrival at a new destination. Let's not even speak about the language barrier that can happen when you go to a SIM store at the airport, as well as extremely expensive, as the average traveler spends £18 per day just on roaming costs. eSIM technology is here to save the day. So along the years, we have seen SIM cards getting smaller and smaller. And in 2016, eSIM has been developed, which is a small chip already integrated into users' devices, which makes the whole process of acquiring a phone plan to be 100% digital. The opportunity of this market is huge, as the eSIM market revenue in 2019 has been of £185 million, growing at a CAGR of 41%, being able to reach 1.5 billion market revenue projected by 2025. Forecasts show that 2.4 billion smartphones connections globally will use eSIM by the end of 2025, representing 33% of total smartphone connections worldwide. By using this innovative technology, SIM offers a solution that is time-saving, that improves connectivity, and gives our customers a digital experience where they will be able to compare and purchase a local eSIM plan in advance and activate it upon arrival directly through a platform. With the new update that we released a couple of days ago, we have the new eSIM dashboard. We have integrated a new partner, which allows us to be available in more than 140 countries. And here is a small demo of our product. So as a user, we have some tutorials on how to activate or deactivate eSIMs. Then I was currently at the time in France, so you can browse through local, regional, and global plans, select your plan, purchase very easily, and then the eSIM will set up your eSIM. You'll receive a QR code. After that, you will scan your QR code, and then it goes directly to your phone settings. You'll be adding the data plan, and this will also allow you to have your domestic plan active at the same time while you're traveling. This simple. This is all possible by joining the reseller program or doing direct partnerships with local telecoms all over the globe. The market that we are targeting is increasing by the minute, the international roaming being valued at £51 billion. And the forecast, as seen, show that by 2024, there will be 2 billion active eSIMs worldwide, which puts them at a 4.8 million market share by 2024. The travel industry, we know, has been deeply affected by COVID, although the projections show that travel rates will get back to 2019 levels by 2025. Just to mention that 2019 levels have been the highest of traveling rates in the history of the globe. We are not the only players in the market, although our competitive advantage comes from offering our customers the lowest cost for the best connectivity, thanks to working directly with local partners. And we also give them the full experience of connectivity, being able to give them in the future data and a local number, whilst our competitors are only focused on data plans. Here we can see a clear price advantage that Zim holds, comparing a 5 GB plan in the UK, which Zim offers at £8, and our competitors offer the same plan at much higher prices. With our 2 partners that we have integrated so far, we are available in more than 140 countries worldwide. As said, we have closed deals with TruePhone and eSIM-Go. We are also integrating Simtex and UBG as we speak, and we are in conversation with bigger players such as Vodafone, Orange, and Telefonica. What do we offer these partners? So we offer them a new revenue channel, as they will be able to sell their eSIM services in our app and website. With that, it comes with an API integration built in-house by our team, which means that we will be able to digitalize their SIM profiles to eSIM, which will simplify the logistics and remove the associated cost of supplying physical SIM card. We will also create a new demand in the new generation, as we will accelerate the shift to eSIMs among consumers, which will improve the telco's NPS. Our client target is young travelers between the ages of 18 and 34 years old, and we have been reaching those through campaigns on Facebook or Google. As spoken, we are a B2C company and we understand the importance of being close to our clients. So far, we have reached 1.2 million with an average cost per action of 0.5 cents, which led to 9K active users on our website. Also, we have more than 2,000 followers on our social media channels, more than 18,000 downloads on Google Play Store, 400 pre-release downloads on App Store, and this is only with 9 campaigns. Our CAC is of £27 and our lifetime value is of 120. For the first 3 months of operations, we have had £1,600 revenue with 150 customers. We are growing 26% month on month, and the average spend per customer is of £22. We have also opened up our B2B channel, as we understand that we need this channel to grow very fast. And we also can help businesses cut their costs on connectivity expenses by 30%. We have been talking to travel agencies such as Escape, student organizations, and we took advantage of our own backgrounds as well here, and with other companies such as Amendo, which do hardware, renting hardware. We have already started our journey, as you can see, and we already integrated with eSIM-Go Simtex, and we are currently developing the APIs and SDKs to integrate with bigger players such as Vodafone, being able to reach 10,000 customers by the beginning of 2023. We have been showcasing our product at many, many different events. We have been part of the Telco Council class of 2022, and we have also been to Mobile World Congress, the biggest telco events in the world. Right now, we are part of Telefonica Open Future Acceleration Program, and we have been awarded 2 different prizes, the Startup Revelation 2021 prize by Repsol and W Startups. And just 2 weeks ago, we have been awarded the Travel and Hospitality Scale-Up Prize at DES Malaga by Oracle and Amadeus. The bond that drives the team at Zim is our passion for traveling, and we all come from very international backgrounds, which means that we understand our customers' struggles firsthand. First, we have Lily, our CTO, which some of you have already met. She has experience in software development. Then we have Julia, our CEO and co-founder, which is present with us here today, and she has a background in economics and business development. Then myself, I'm Irina, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Zim, and I have background in economics and finance. Then we have our 3 amazing developers that are doing the whole technical infrastructure and build up in-house, comprised of Ahmad, Noor, and Rashad. Then we have our amazing marketing team, which is doing the whole marketing strategy and content creation in-house as well, led by Nicolo, and then we have Jess and Gina. As our supporters, we have raised our pre-seed round of 266K in December last year, led by Think Bigger Capital and Velocity. And we have an amazing advisor with us here also today, and some of you have already met him, which is Felix, with more than 15 years experience in the telecom industry. Thank you very much. And as a last remark, I've been connected to this meeting through Zim. And as you can see, we have a great product. We have an amazing team. We would love to have your network and experience to help us grow. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so very much. And so now we're going to switch to doing a little bit of socialization. On, on one side, we're going to take all of the investors, and if the investors have looked at their Slack channel, they'll know the room that we're going to. And we're going to go to another room. We're going to have a conversation, and we're going to review these pitches and come up with the decision. On the other hand, all of the audience is going to have a chance to go into breakout rooms, and you can move from room to room. Elizabeth is going to be the coordinator of the audience vote side of things, and so if you have questions, she can manage that process with you. And the goal is for you to answer whatever questions came up in those pitches and try to think about it as you would be an investor, that you would put money into the company, and what would you want to know in order for you to go to that company versus another one. I've created breakout rooms for all of the finalists. I've created breakout rooms for the semi-finalists. I've also created some other topics for people who want to go talk about those topics, because we may take a little bit of time in our investor conversation. And so we'll see how that goes. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit. The design of the angel conference is to create new angels that have written their first check. In Seattle, that means that we've produced 500 new angels. Those 500 new angels continue to go into the ecosystem. So of the 9 angel groups in Seattle, we have alumni in all but one, and we used to have one in that one, but she moved. So there's a hole for me to fill there. But the side effect is that we've also created 4 other follow-on groups that are now producing ongoing investments at a much higher rate than the Angel Conference does. And we hope to do that in all of these other ecosystems as well. So we generate a series of angel conferences, which then produce angel investors who then go on to invest more in other groups. So our process involves creating a special purpose vehicle. Ophir did the first one. Mateo is doing the next one. Mateo, can you come on screen? You hear?
Yes,
Mateo.
I can hear. And I'm here, coming on screen now.
Yeah, all right.
Do you want me to introduce myself and give a little bit of context? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So hi, everyone. My name is Mateo Costa. I'm a participant in the first TAC, and I will be the lead investor for the next one, which is going to start in the fall, mid-September. This is a really exciting opportunity for me, because the TAC one has been my first angel investing experience, and with TAC 2, I think I can add more learning blocks in the path to being a more experienced angel investor, and hence strengthening my personal brand. Just very briefly, TAC 1 taught me a lot, and I think it's a great way to get into the space for anyone who's interested through, as John would call it, a learning by doing approach. You're provided with both an initial deal flow of companies and a group of experts or other investors who bring in complementary skill sets and hence contribute to your learning. So the experience for me has been an ideal mix of expanding my network or building my network, honing my skill set, and diversifying investments, while also contributing to the startup ecosystem in a real way, which is obviously very important. So I would encourage you to reach out with any questions you might have, whether on my experience in the first stack or the one coming up in the fall. If you have questions about the process, I will post my LinkedIn profile in the chat, so we can connect there. And I guess that's all for now. So thanks, John, for the opportunity to introduce myself and be the next lead investor.
Yeah, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. It's through people willing to step up and be lead investors that it makes it possible for so many other people to become part of that process. I'm going to run a little experiment here. I'm going to hit the open rooms and all the breakout rooms. You don't need to move yet. Elizabeth should be able to see the breakout rooms now. Yep. And so we can, yep. All right. and so we're going to take all of the investors, and the investors are going to head off to the back room, and we're going to do the discussion and voting. And so you need to drop out of this Zoom and go to that Zoom. I'm going to go there now. Elizabeth will take over this meeting, and we'll see you. Let me assign make host. Elizabeth, you are now the host. We'll see you in a little bit. You have it, Elizabeth?
Yes. So welcome, everybody. Thanks very much for those amazing presenters and due diligence teams. The presentations from the semifinalists and finalists were excellent. Now, this is really an opportunity for us as an audience to get to chat with these founders and our other members on the audience here, our other participants. The investors, we should not see any investors left in this room. You should be heading off to be in the private investor room discussion opportunity. That's where the conversation goes. And there's no prejudged decisions on this. This is the active time where the investors are making a decision. They've heard your most recent final pitches. They've heard the responses to the questions that the due diligence leads asked to you, and they're going to be back off discussing what their investment thesis as a group is and making a group decision on who the investment will go to. When you participate in angel investor conferences like this, you come in as an individual investor, perhaps with your own thesis formed. And sometimes you actually have to work with the other members in your investment pool to discuss what their opinions are on what is the best investment. And so that's the kind of conversation that's going to be going on now. I'd like to have the opportunity to put you into some breakout rooms so people can have a chance to chat. I'm going to lead that right now. So we'll assign you all at this moment. Okay, so I'm now I have John back, so I know that we're bringing back all the investor group, and excited to have you here. We've been waiting patiently, but sharing stories while you have been gone. Just a couple more people to come on in. Who is going to lead off? Will it be you, John? Because you are muted if you're trying to talk.
Thank you so much. Yes, and is my sound working okay?
Better, yep, thank you.
Yeah, cool. So thank you for all of the diehards that stayed with us for this whole process. I'm trying to see who's all here.
A couple more people to come in. I think we need to get up to a few more.
Yeah, I need to get up to speed here on the people coming in. So as you might suspect, we had a little bit of a difficulty of getting to a decision. And so we struggled hard in that conversation. And that's, I think, mostly due to the fact that we had an effort to try to understand our investment thesis, and that we have a really wide range of companies here, and that wide range of companies leads us to have a specific disconnect between some pathways and other pathways. So we'll see what happens with that. But it looks like we're getting most of the investors back here, and I appreciate people being here for that. So let me see. Did you have an audience vote that you want to talk about?
We do. We were very excited. We actually got great participation in the audience vote, and I was managing the dialogue, and Nathaniel Hudson was managing our results. And so I'm going to turn it to Nathaniel and ask if you'll share your screen and you'll present the data, because we're really a data group here, and let us know who the finalist was.
Thank you, Elizabeth. should be able to see my screen now. We had good participation, like you said, but we had one resounding favorite, which was Zen Connection. So congratulations to them. I thought all presentations were good. I only had one vote though, so I appreciate everyone's participation in the survey, and I'm anxious to hear what the investors thought of their response as well.
Cool.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
So as is often the case, we have different points of view between the investors and the audience, mostly because we've done a bunch of due diligence and we poked at a bunch of things, and good pitches and investment theses don't always align with each other. And so let's take a look here at the slides here. Ophir, can I get you to come up?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Tell us the answer to the question.
Well, I think you kind of so first I wanted to thank everybody also. And this was a really, really great journey, getting to know all of these amazing people, both investors and founders. That's what it's all about. Yeah, and maybe I can share my screen, or you can just
I'll
show
do it.
Yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
it.
Okay. You do it. Right. So there we go.
So the winner for this round
There
is
it is.
Luana. You want to talk a little bit about what kinds of things motivated that conversation?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Why did we pick Luana, and what's going to happen next?
Well, why did we pick Bluana? I guess it's actually everybody has their own story, but it did correspond to the investment thesis that we were all talking about in the last, I think, 2 hours. What's going to happen next basically is that I'm working with Vauban, which is the SPV provider services here in Europe. We're going to set the SPV, and everybody should get an email from them, because they're going to do some due diligence on us, the investors, to see that we are accredited, etc. And then they will get an IBAN. The bank account will be set by me with Vauban. That shouldn't take too long. And we will all pass our money to that bank account. The SPV will officially be alive, and the funds will be moved to the IBAN that Bluana will have. But all of that will happen after a negotiation that I will do with Florin. I don't know if he's here right now.
He is not. He had a train to catch.
Yeah. So basically, again, taking under consideration all of the things we investors talked about and our investment thesis and what I want to get with Florin, which we already kind of started talking about. And if and when we will reach an agreement, I will share it with you guys, and that's it. I think it shouldn't take more than a week or two, hopefully less, but depends on us, depends on Vauban. But the idea is to do it as quickly as possible.
Yep. Thank you so very much. Astrid, I know that we've been working on finding prizes for our participating companies. Can you talk a little bit to that?
Thank you. Thank you so much. So indeed, all the participating startups have been amazing, especially our finalists have surprised us in multiple ways, and it was really, really hard to pick the winner. And even though the winner will be receiving the financial investment that is there, our community has come together to offer support and prizes to all the other finalist startups. So all the other finalist startups are awarded from Wave Up team, one CEO executive coaching session of 1 hour to each startup founder. Wave Up team helps startups leaders, the leadership team to grow, to be able to scale their companies. From GBO Global Business Network, which is a global club of business entrepreneurs and investors, all participating startups that reached finalist stage will be awarded 1 year free business club membership. from Mindset Consulting, which is a PR professional consulting agency, you will receive a training on how to get articles in media for free, how to do your PR and spend zero money effectively on that. From Atico Lab, which is co-working spaces here in Barcelona and Madrid, all participating startups that have reached finalist stage will be awarded 1 month free membership. And from iScale Hub, you will be offered 1 hour consulting on strategy and on expansion, international expansion. You'll receive a separate email about this and how to receive your prizes.
Cool. You want to do the next slide too?
Yes, so I would offer us to take a picture together. So if you could stop sharing the screen and all of us cheer up for Luana, even though the team is not here, that would be perfect. So I'm going to make a screenshot. So I have to do it on 2 different pages. Get ready. I'll say 1, 2, 3, and we take it.
Well, let's help everyone get their video on, and then I think if you hide the people that don't have video,
that would be helpful. On my page, Ophir and Nathaniel do not have a video. If you guys could turn on the video.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Here.
Nathaniel,
Yeah.
we're glad
Hi.
to see you. Thank
Hi.
you. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And one more try here. Okay, I'm going to the next page. So we are a few groups, so bear with me, this is the last one. So David Clark, Aino, Tomer, Kumer, Ahmed, John, Arsen, Felix. If you have a chance to turn on your camera last minute, that would be helpful. So we will go ahead and get ready. 3, 2, 1, smile. And one more, and I'll let you be. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. That's all.
and so now all of your faces are going to show up on our social media, and you'll learn more about what we're doing. So our hope is that we've been helpful to the companies. We're going to do a debrief with all the companies if they haven't done a debrief, and we'll send out emails about that. We hope that our investors have discovered things. Matteo is going to be available for any questions about the next round. If you want to come in as a company or if you want to come as an investor, he's available. And we will be doing workshops all summer long, trying to make that go. But just so that we're clear, the Mossy Ventures umbrella is focused on building this out in a broader way across many ecosystems. So we're doing the Seattle Angel Conference in the fall, focused on mostly US and Canada companies. We're doing the APIS Health Angels in the winter and focused on, again, North America and Canada, but focused on health. And then the Startup Investor Accelerator, we're hoping that we will not only do the Transatlantic 2 in the fall, we will do we will gather some localities where it's local to the communities. And now that we're doing face-to-face, that we could run a face-to-face program in a specific city in Europe. And so that's part of Asterix goals. And we're going to be around doing work on all of this stuff for next several little bits. If you have questions, please feel free to ask us. And if there's a way that we can connect you to a resource, we would be glad to do that. I want to get you the YouTube channel. Hold on a second. Because the YouTube channel is where we put all of the copies of all of our workshops. And we've had some really good workshops come through. And so I would encourage you that if you have any questions about the startup journey or about angel investing, and you can't find a workshop there that talks about it, please send me a note and we'll work a workshop together around it. And we'll call this done. Thank you so much for everyone that was part of this. It was a great journey. And we look forward to doing it again with as many of you that want to come on the journey with us as we can. And we're going to stick around for a half an hour. So if people want to linger and chat about anything, we're here. Thanks very much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
And Blona is
wait.
coming in.
Yeah, Bulana's coming in. Wait. Let's let him know. Somebody must have sent him a note.
I haven't told him. I just asked him to log in.
Ah, there you are, Florian. Nice to see you. Any chance you can see? Yeah.
Florian, can you hear us?
Florian.
John, maybe just share the screen with the with the slide.
Working on it.
You cannot hear us, Lauren?
There you go.
Fraților, am câștigat. La fel. O competiție de startup. E un check de 125 de mii. În Barcelona. 25 de mii. 125 de mii. Wow. Thank you, guys. I'm not hearing you. I have to put my...
John, stop sharing so we can see his face.
I'm with some Romanian guys here.
Congratulations.
I cannot believe this.
Congratulations. Good for you.
Felicitări, Florin.
Thank you. Wow, I cannot believe this. I have to put my heads on.
Right. So, everybody, thank you.
If we can have Florin pause for a second.
Yeah.
Florin, can you please pause, smile, show your happiness and excitement, and I take a picture?
I don't think he can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to put my heads on
Can
because I'm
someone
not
text
hearing
him
you.
that information or write in the chat? Yeah, okay. Florin, do you hear me? Hi, Florin, do you hear us?
Your Bluetooth a second.
Florin, do you hear us?
There you go. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Thank you, guys. It's amazing. I cannot believe this. It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow.
Florin, if you have some sashimi with you, if you want to hold something or just stop for a second and pose for a picture.
Yeah. I'm having the sashimi in my sorry. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, but I think I have to. I don't know
take
how
off
to
the
do
blur.
this. I am blurred.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ashtik,
okay.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Now it's here.
Perfect.
Very good. Got it. Thanks.
So everyone, a great experience. We've learned to deal with things in Zoom that we never knew we had to deal with. And we've done it in Israel and Spain and Portugal and Germany and Switzerland and Poland and Estonia and UK and Canada and New York and Washington and Oregon. I think that's probably the first time that we've ever had that level of stuff.
It's a startup competition. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I will come back. Yeah.
Yeah, so now I can't find Florin on my list. All right, there you are. Good. All right. So thank you so very much for being part of this. We're going to try and do this again. We would love to have any feedback and comments that you have about our process. For Florin, Ophir will be in contact with you and work out the next steps and go with that. For all the investors, we will consolidate this and get that done in the next 2 weeks, so be prepared for that conversation. And if there's some place where I can engage with you on your angel journey, please let me know. So those that need to ride the train or whatever are free to go, and those that want to hang out and do breakout rooms or just chat, I'll hang out for a half hour.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Ciao, everyone. Thank
Ciao.
you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, John. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
I will
everyone.
be in touch with all of you
Bye.
guys. Bye.